Robbie Williams is leaving it all out there in his brand new documentary series for Netflix. The eye-opening doc features thousands of hours of archive footage, which Robbie relives as he goes through his very early days in Take That, all the way through to present day. Speaking to Virgin Radio at an exclusive pop-up event, Robbie explained how it felt to reminisce about his past struggles.
It was all a trauma watch, to be honest with you, because even in the days of me not going through a mental breakdown or an addictive period, I'm just not happy with how I look ever. So I don't want to see me, whether I'm content or not content. Seeing me makes me uncontent. Just like everybody else, it's not like a me thing. If you enjoy looking at pictures of yourself, I'm suspicious of you.
It was also a rather unique experience for Robbie's wife, Ayda Field, who told us how it felt to watch her husband go back through the decades of his life and remember not just the good, but the bad.
It was a very intimate experience. I have to say, I did feel for Rob because he would kind of go away for about 14 hours a day and rewatch his life and footage he's never... I didn't really want to ask too many questions. I kind of let him have his space to do it. But he was very vulnerable every night. He kind of would walk through the door kind of a broken version of himself. I think in the process of watching it, he obviously had to relive a lot of things that were painful. And I didn't know any of the footage or see any of the footage, so I had no idea what he was dealing with, but I just knew that there was a very vulnerable human kind of with me in the bed every night. So I just tried to kind of build him back up every night before he went back in. But, credit to him. To have to do that for weeks on end is a lot. So that's, yeah.
And finally, director Joe Perlman, who has previously worked on documentaries for Bros and Lewis Capaldi, admitted there were some moments he was worried might push Robbie too far.
But things like, reliving active addiction, for example, I knew that would be incredibly hard for him to watch, of course. And equally, not to give anything away, but in episode 3, there is a moment before he goes on stage at Leeds that is, heartbreaking, and it's mind-blowing that archive even exists. So, there was stuff that I was worried about him seeing, but he's in an incredible place. So he was ready to deal with that, and anything he didn't want to watch, we'd stop and walk away, and we'd come back to it. And, as I say, I wanted to make this with Rob, not at him. So we worked together to make the best possible show.
For more entertainment news, head on over to virginradio.co.uk.